Hey everyone, it's your host, Sano Ini, here. And guess what day it is? It's May 31st, a super awesome Saturday. Today, I'm super excited to, pull a really cool trending article from our archives to chat about. Get ready. So, the title of today's paper is, quite a mouthful. It's remaining on sites with external evidence for explainable out-of-context misinformation detection. A pro is tapped like sneeze. It's long, but super interesting, I promise. Okay. So what's this paper all about? Well, sometimes you see a picture online, and the caption, tells a story about it. But plot twist, the picture is real, but the story, or the text without it, is totally misleading. That's called of-context context, or it's super sneaky because the image itself isn't fake, but it's used in a way that twists the truth. Detecting this is really challenging. These super smart eyes, called Multimodal Large Language Models, or MLLMs for short, we're pretty good at understanding images and text together. These still have a couple of tricky problems. First, they sometimes struggle to get the, deeper connection between an image and its caption. They might see that a picture is a judge, and the text mentions a judge, and think, okay, cool, this is real, even if the judge in the pic has nothing to do with the story. So they can be a bit too, conservative sometimes. And another thing, sometimes these eyes use external evidence from the internet to help them decide. But if that evidence is, noisy, or not really relevant, it can actually make the AI more confused, and its accuracy goes down. Oops. Plus, a lot of older methods, don't really explain why they think something is misinformation, which isn't super helpful for us humans. So to tackle these challenges, the amazing researchers came up with the CMIE. That's my news is this, new framework to help these MLLMs get much better at spotting kumu, misinformation, and importantly, explain their thinking. It has two super cool tricks up its sleeve. First, there's something called Coexistence Relationship Generation, or fancy name, right? But it's basically Mrs. tries to figure out the secret story, or the underlying reasons why an image and text might actually belong together. Who asks, what's the common vibe here? Why would this coexist? This helps find those deeper, semantic links, not just surface stuff. Other stuff. But then there's the association scoring mechanism, or as once CMIE has a bunch of external evidence, news headlines. The image, this is card, scores how relevant each piece of evidence is. But looks at how well the evidence matches the coexistence relationship it found earlier. So it's okay, this piece of evidence is super helpful. But this other one is kinda distracting, so let's focus on the good stuff. This way, it filters out the noise and uses only the best clues. And the best part, it does all this without needing tons and tons of extra training data, which is awesome. Now, why is this important for, our everyday lives? There are so many ways. First, think about, social media, like X or Instagram. People post pictures with misleading captions all the time, right? Must but help these platforms, automatically flag or even explain why a post is pinned misinformation. So fewer people get tricked. That's a big win. Second, journalists and fact checkers. When news is breaking, there are a million images and stories flying around. A tool based on CMIE could help them quickly check if an image is being used out of context. This means they can report the truth faster and stop fake news in its tracks. Super important. Then third, even in e-learning or online courses. You want the pictures in your textbook or online module that actually match what they're teaching, right? CMIE could help make sure that the images used in educational content are accurate and not misleading. Imagine learning history and seeing a totally wrong picture for an event. Mac can help prevent that. So how does Mace compare to like other ways of doing this? Well, older methods sometimes just looked at image-text similarity, but they couldn't always explain why, or they'd miss subtle fakes. Some newer methods use these big MLLM models too, but some of them need a lot of special training, which costs a lot of time and compute. Others might grab external evidence, but they might just look for simple keyword matches and not really get the deeper meaning or explain how the evidence helped them decide. Me is cool because it focuses on that deeper coexistence idea, and it's really smart about picking and using external evidence. Plus aims to give us clear, human-readable explanations. The paper shows that the ME actually performs better than many existing methods, which is totally amazing, and helps them all make more accurate judgments. And you can understand why it made that judgment. So yeah, that's the scoop on ME. It's all about making our online world a little more truthful by smartly detecting those tricky kind of context images and texts. Super fascinating stuff, right? That's all the time we have for today's Orange Gem. Thanks for tuning in to me, Sun Tani. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.